Namaskar. Today the topic of my discussion is based on my studies, learning through reading and listening, which I have been doing on this topic for a long time. That is, in Hindi we call Brahma Sutra, and so in English Brahma Sutra. And this has two words, Brahma and Sutra. Brahma and Sutra. Brahm is a word derived from Brah, that means big, very, very big. And Sutra, like in English, you have suture. You see, there are many similarities between many languages. And here you find this ancient Indian 3000-year-old philosophical thing from Vedas, which is called Brahma Sutra, which interested me and wanted to share with you, is that this sutra is like a suture. Suture is but like I am a surgeon, we suture, we cut a skin and we suture it. And this cloth has suture, every cloth has suture, every dress has sutures. But you don't look at the sutures, you look at the dress. So this is the philosophy behind this. Main thing is this sutra runs in between everything which is the creation. And this is free from time, place and things. Because this Brahm means Brahmand. Brahmand means universe. It has no beginning, Adi. And I found this word in Arabic when I was working in Libya. Adi is, they are also very old, Gadima, Adi, So like languages I told you are same. And so Adi to Anant. Ant means end. So which means no end. And it has no physical dimensions that you can say it finishes here, because if something finishes here, what is beyond it? So it has no physical dimensions, no beginning, no end. And so it is not governed by time and places, because in this big universe and time, everything which we think like I am a thing, a human being, you are listening to me, you are human beings because you are listening and understanding my language or learning English language. Now in this topic I am taking in English. So in that it is free from that, because in this universe everything existed, existing and will exist at all times. Only we think that evolution is taking place, things are evolving. Every evolved thing which will evolve after millions of years is already there somewhere in the universe. So this is Brahm, Brahmand, without limits, having everything at all the times. It was having, it has and it will have. Now this is a Vedic philosophy by Ved Vyas about 10,000 years back or so. So he wrote many Indian scriptures. He organized the Vedas into 4 parts, which were earlier also there, but he organized for the convenience of the people. And this is the philosophy of Vedas. And this I have chosen for special purposes. That is that this is true. What is true? True is which remains unchanged, which was there, which is there and which will be there. You cannot change it. That thing is only true. For example, I was not a doctor, I became doctor. I was not a surgeon, I became surgeon. I am Indian today. If tomorrow I take a Canadian citizen, I become Canadian. All human beings are human beings. Later on they became Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Parsis, this and that. But they are changing things. What is true is that sutra that was always there running through every human being or beings, because we are from elements, and elements as per Darwin's theory they evolved, like single cell amoeba and then multicellular organisms, then reptiles, birds and mammals and so on. And then the mammals, now the evolution goes on and you know all that about. So this the truth, that is truth. So this is uniting factor. Like I tell you, focus on this. What I am talking today is only truth. And this is uniting factor, because this is in all of us. And it will tell you that what you are thinking, you are this or that, this qualified or education or this having post of a king or a beggar or a English or Indian or Pakistani, you are actually false. This is just your ego. This sutra tells you that this sutra, that thing, energy or whatever it is, this runs, which is a philosophical concept. And this is simple because this does not has differentiation. As I told you, this is pure and this is without any qualities. Just a concept. It is straightforward, easily understandable. It is not having any illusions. Illusions will come in things, in various things that you think one's enemy comes as friend. In a diplomacy, they will say, hello, hello, how are you? How dear my friend, we will make friendship. Inside they are already preparing for war and they are going to attack you. Like Mr. Vajpayee went there and Nawaz Sharif made shell, hello, 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 and they had attacked India and Kargil. Similarly, many examples, Tora, USA was attacked in Second World War by Japanese forces and Pearl Harbor. At that time, the diplomacy of their things were taking place. So this does not have any illusion because the same thing is there in Japanese or USA, Americans or Indians or Pakistanis. So we are a creation. It is very free from place, time, things, and it is, life, everything, soul, the real knowledge. And so it is a universally accepted by all branches of Hinduism. Actually, it is not called for Hindus, but since this is in the language Sanskrit originally, which is translated into Hindi and I am speaking in English, so it can be said as ancient Hindu literature, but accepted by everyone. So here it is that what is the need to know the truth, but to see it one has to have the knowledge. And that knowledge, unless you can see the truth, how can you see the truth? Only by knowledge what is truth. So this knowledge of things behind a thing requires knowledge, whether you get by learning or knowledge through listening, whatever. So it is like a non-differentiation, and it's proof in the senses you cannot get. Like you cannot get through senses. I see many things here, many books, many pictures. So senses tell me differentiation, whereas this philosophy tells me unity and oneness. So we cannot touch it or we cannot feel the temperature of it or good and bad about it. So it is, say, free from this good and bad and this and that. So all the differentiations are dissolved because it is in the oversoul of the universe and universally present everywhere. This is only comprehensible when the mind is open and you are ready to receive the truth. And every day from the it flows, every time is flowing and things are flowing with time and everything is changing. The place is changing. Like I was downstairs now on the third floor and I am changing my positions and there is reason for everything. So, but this is beyond that change of which the time changes. No, it remains the same. I am telling you this thing to comprehend what is Brahma Sutra. That with the time you find something which does not change with time. Which does not change with the change of place. For example, now I am in India. If I am in Africa or Australia, wherever, it will be the same. And it will not change with things. For example, this creation of pen or animal or objects. So this is universally present in things and elements. Or internal or external. Sometimes we say, in Hindi we say our antakaran is good. We are good internally but outside is bad. So this is that we are mistaken. This inside and outside is same. Air is same, water is same, elements are same, and only the skin is there in between. You have to know that what you are inside is because of outside, what is outside because of your inside. And this is, so without any reason, you cannot reason it out that this is this, because this is a permanent thing, and this is not less or more. You cannot quantify it, you cannot qualify it. It has no qualities, it has no quantity. So this is something that deeply, if you contemplate and meditate in a normal environment without changes in mind and distractions and attractions, then you will be able to feel the sutra that binds everything. As a seed of a genetic code of, there is, like you see, every plant that grows, it has a genetic code. And so this is beyond that genetic code. And so in this first lecture on Brahma Sutra, I will be now winding up. When one views the whole life, then one realizes one's mistakes. So this universal tree that in the end, like in every religion they say, that in the end you will be judged and God will put you in front of you whole of your life, and you will yourself say that these were my mistakes, and then God will say, okay, choose the next life. So you will say, okay, give me this life, because of these mistakes I don't want to do. So from that point of view, you have to see that these mistakes, good or bad, this is beyond this, and this is the seed, that universal tree that grows from the beginning to end, like evolution, and the things are formed. Like now the science is developing. I have the pen and the board and the camera which is recording me, and the internet, the television. So these differentiations, they are beyond this. This is present everywhere. So this existence is not true. This is an illusion, and this is a passing phase and will pass away. Whatever we have, that will change, and so that will pass away. It is something that is permanent. Thank you very much for listening. Please give your comments and like and share if you so like, because this is a unifying truth between the humanity, and whoever can understand that we are all one, and we must love each other, respect each other, because we have been there from the ancient times. Life had been there, and universe and will remain for all the times. And we are just to play our duty, understanding that all is in one and one is in all, and that is Brahma Sutra. Thank you very much. Namaskar, I am Dr. Narottam Diwan, and taking the talk ahead of Brahma Sutra, I give you my second talk on Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra is like a sun. When the sun rises, you look at the sky. All the stars are gone, because this is light has come. In the darkness, you see so many things. And when the light of knowledge comes to you, you don't see many things. You see just the light of the sun. You cannot even look at the sun, but you look at the light. And in light, you don't see differentiation in the universe. These are minor differentiation. You see the things better on earth. But in the universe, the stars are gone, because that is a big differentiation. So this is the Brahma Sutra which runs through everybody. And this is away from hate and love, which is a common human trait, and likes and dislikes, and good and bad. Because like Shakespeare said, there is nothing good and nothing bad, but thinking makes it so. Because something is good somewhere, what type of dress wear at that place and what type of dress code is at another place. They say good, they say marriage type, living type, laws are different. So life and death also, this does not acknowledge, because things don't change. They just dissolve and change into different things. They don't die away. So now the thing is that the players act, person involves into different type of players. So how it is applicable in one's life? So when one finds that there is no differentiation, one may not go after wrong players like gambling or over drinking, taking drugs or cheating or doing evil works. So one remains satisfied that this thing is in all. I need not cheat anyone else. I need not kill anyone else, I need not hurt anyone else by my language, by physically, by some chemicals, by some energy. So this thing helps the knowledge of Brahma Sutra. So something when comes in our mind, like this comes to my mind that I share my knowledge with you, this is a desire. And this desire comes and is fulfilled through my organs, like I am speaking. But the desire can be good and I work for it, or desire can be bad and sinful, that okay, I will steal something or I will snatch something from this person, this place, this nation, that community, this community, on a bigger scale or on a larger scale. So that this bad desire is to be put into practice. And once you are aware of running of this Brahma Sutra in everyone, that is the suture that ties everybody, which was there, is there and will be there, that binds us all together. You may be able to, by this knowledge of enlightened mind, to suppress your desire to do sin. And so this is, in our language, say that the thought about big universe and oneness in the universe. So this is a practical knowledge which takes away the foolishness of the people in involving themselves into small sins, big sins or small matters, and involving themselves into dark knowledge, about knowledge of hatred. This one is bad, that person is bad, that religion is bad, that type of practice is bad. This is for their self-realizations, because all these things existed every time and everybody is not realized at every time. So you have to realize it yourself, and once you realize it, like for example, you are traveling in a ship or an airplane, some death happens. Now death happens, you will say, what is a death? You will not feel that sorrowful. But if the death of a near relative or friend happens, so that will give you a prolonged sorrow maybe. So then that means that there is an element of attachment which brings happiness or sadness to you, not the actual death or good things happening or bad things happening. You may even feel happy about something, like in any war, you kill your enemy and you feel that you killed your enemy, you feel happy, yeah. So that is, you get away from this, that you know that this is all self, which is Brahma Sutra, a suture. And you will be careful and attentive to your thought, and like a king who is decorated, who will not bow down from a cow dung or from a mud to pick up a penny or a bad thing in public. They will conduct themselves in a graceful way. So you will know you are part of that thing which was ever there, which is there and which will ever be there. You are great, you are part of that Brahm. You are that way, you are that Brahm, part of God and creation, and you have to uphold the dignity of that creation which was always there, which is there and which will be there. And this will be a history that you do something sinful or bad to yourself or to anyone else. So this is that you get away from the drama which arises from the selfishness, that I want more things, I want to collect more things, and takes you away from the bad and evil. And nothing remains knowable, because once you know it, you know that small things are small, they are transitory, they will change. And your illusions are removed. And the journey of truth of a scenario, you know that scenario is changing, will change. You are coming through a desert, you are coming to sea, you are coming through a forest. This is a scenario. You are coming to earth, and after few hundred years, maybe we are traveling through the Milky Way and the other galaxies and all. The scenarios will be now unimaginable. But the sutra of the universe, that Brahma Sutra, will stay there. Like people have been colonizing places, like here in India, many people came from outside, colonized it, made local people slaves and this and that, because they exploited them and tortured them because they thought they're different. Actually, they were not mature enough to know that these things are not different. This is what now we should realize in this world, that ancient Indian philosophy which say God is in all and all in God, and that is the Brahma Sutra. And so it will take away your hate and love everybody, and so the sorrow will not come, because nothing changes. It continues and you will not feel sorrow. And this will be make your inner self convert it into a purest self. And this will take away all your doubts, and concentration will be made on the truth. And this is the special thing, is that whatsoever I say about Brahma Sutra, it cannot be contradicted, because it has no fault in it. It is not a thing, it's a concept which is a truth. And I will again like that you give it a thought, listen it, contemplate about it, meditate about it, means think about it, and try to apply good thing in yourself, in your mind and body, and in your family, in your friends, and your working culture, and in your society, and in your country or state, and in the humanity or even the animal kingdom and plants. So love everybody, because we are all bound by Brahma Sutra. Thank you very much. Do subscribe to my channel and press the like button. It's a pleasure to be sharing knowledge with you. Thank you.